Hello and welcome back to Tales of Berseria, the Let's Play Blind near Rambler. Right then, before we continue our exploration of this underwater temple, we must see our expedition, since it is now complete. And we lost everything, even though we weren't supposed to lose that often. But we leveled up, so we didn't lose in the end. So whatevers. Keep
setting sail.
Yeah, keep exploring, because we'll get there in the end. Right, okay, now, there's a big gate up ahead, which we need to go to investigate, but I think we've got to do things before we can actually proceed, and of course on the map you can see there's lots of doors and stuff to open. So, first things first, let's fight some enemies.
That demon.
Or not.
I guess she caught demon blight when she was looking for her daughter.
Yeah, that's what the girl at the inn said.
But even after turning into a demon, she's still searching for her daughter.
So she can turn her into a demon.
Well,
I saw it in Resident Evil 2.
Kurogane and Dial all remember what they wanted when they were human, right? Demon or not, she's a mother. It's no surprise she would still be protective of her child.
Well, let them be demons together
It
then.
could be that, or it could be something else.
Like she
Well,
left the oven on.
I hope that's what it is.
It probably
I know
was.
that must be how she felt
Gas
as
is
a
very
human,
expensive now.
But demons don't have a sense of motherhood or any such thing.
Or electricity.
You saw how violent she was. She's not Mahina anymore.
Whichever
When she
you
became
use,
a
it doesn't really
demon,
matter. They're both
She
expensive.
lost all capacity for empathy and love. It's heartbreaking, but it's the truth.
Velvet and Rokuro still have empathy.
One demon left unchecked could take 100 lives.
You failed there,
Even
then.
willing to attack exorcists. Demons can wipe out entire villages, even cities, just as they destroyed my village.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thus, my path is clear.
And let's kill all of
That's
you!
Right. There's no turning back once you've changed. Perhaps it would be a mercy to grant her peace through death.
Well, yeah, but that would apply to us as well. Anyway, fight! Oh, there was a conversation that we've missed. Damn it. Hopefully it's still there, but if not, oh well, never mind. Just have to make do. Like I said, we won't be grinding these enemies because I think they're sufficiently leveled up. It's just a question of fighting them while they're here, just to get that little bit of extra experience. Like I said, the path here from the last video definitely seemed like a bit of a grindy wall. So maybe it might be a good idea just to fight the enemies we see rather than sort of like, I'm not going to grind on screen all video, but yeah, any enemies that we come across, we will fight them. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, what's going on in the game industry at the moment? Apparently Steam sucks now, so yeah, they were going to publish or allow a game to be published on it called Rape Day or something, where you get to play as a sociopath psychotic who is trying to survive the zombie apocalypse, according to the game's blurb, and in the game you can actually decide whether you want to assault or rape women as part of the narrative or the choices that you make. I imagine if the game were to have come out, that if it hasn't come out, that is. I mean, it might have done. I don't know. I don't think it has though. But I imagine that in terms of the game, if you know, you do play it, that you don't always have to make negative choices. I just think that they wanted to advertise that for the sake of controversy and all that sort of stuff. Because controversy gets you noticed. Anyway.
Is Inomi not really an Empyrean?
What makes you ask that all of a sudden?
Good question.
Well, according to the song Grimm deciphered, Inominat is an 8-headed dragon, right? The Empyreans are supposed to be these holy beings, but using Therians to feed on malevolence sounds more sinister than divine to me.
You've got a point there. Empyreans are a type of Malachim, and that doesn't seem like any Malach we've seen. And even less so when we're talking an 8-headed dragon.
Is it so far-fetched?
What do you think will happen if the Therians come together in one place?
Gang
Well,
bang.
it wouldn't be good. My guess is they'd merge together into a giant, horrific monster. The mighty beast will attack us with its 8 long, snake-like necks and 8 heads spitting hellfire.
Well, that was close.
I can see your worry.
Right? And that's 8 heads with only 6 of us to take them on. It'd be more than we could handle.
I'd have to conjure up a double or two.
You can do that?
Of course not.
Damn
Why
it.
mention it?
Oh!
What is it, Laphicet?
Do you think each head would act of its own free will? Because if they do, they'd be uncoordinated, bumping into each other and going this way and that, giving us an opening.
Yeah, they probably
If we
will.
fight as one united whole, I know we can win.
Yeah, but
Yes!
it's likely that Velvet will be part of it because she's a Therion, as has been established in a sort of throwaway scene.
Huh?
So yeah.
Us? United? Have you looked at us recently?
Well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, well, anyway, as I was saying, I think Velvet's going to die and turn into one of the head things, and then... Oh, yeah, she'll die, and then she'll be reincarnated with Laphicette's real Laphicette in the afterlife or something like that. That's probably how this game's going to end. That would be my bet. And then that way Laphicette, this alternative Laphicette here, can stay with Eleanor then, and all that sort of stuff. And then they'll both learn from Velvet's death and all that. Yeah, that's where this game's going, isn't it? I'm going to call it. I don't know anything about this game's plot, by the way. I haven't spoiled it for myself. I'm calling that Velvet here is going to die, and she's going to be one of those heads of the dragons. Because, yeah, I do remember when she fell into that pit after Laphicette, although, to be fair, she didn't fall into that... Torios kind of cut her arm off, I think. The fact of the matter is, yeah, we saw flashes of this dragon-like thing, and it spat her back out as a Therion, and therefore the Therions must be there to, like I said, they mentioned just in that cutscene that they're going to gain energy for it, and therefore when she eats demons, she must be unconsciously passing on that energy to Inomiate, or Inominate. I still can't pronounce the name right. Inominate. I'll get that right eventually. I think that's what the twist is going to be. It's not really a twist per se, because it's already kind of set it up. It may be a twist is that because the heads interact separately, maybe the Velvet does come back. I don't know. Anyway, we can check and go up here. Cool. We can't go any further, but we can check and go up there. Oh, check. Oh no, it's just treasure chest, isn't it? But we got gold. Can't have enough gold. Gold. But yeah, so I'm going to call that she turns into one of the heads. I'm going to call that you've got to fight them. I'm either going to call that she becomes sentient as one of the heads and starts to help you out sort of midway through battle or whatever. Or you have to fight her, and then as you're fighting that head that was once Velvet, she'll sort of halfway through the battle she'll change sides and help you. And then what would I say? Yeah, I'd say she'll do that, and then, like I said, she'll either be killed, and then she will probably still do the part. She'll still be part of the final boss fight, but then she'll die after that.
Yes, I know.
And then she'll reunite with Laphicette's soul, her real brother, and they'll be happy in the afterlife. And then this Laphicette and Eleanor will be like, oh, okay, blah blah blah. Or she does come back after meeting Laphicette in the afterlife, and basically she sort of I don't think she is going to come back. I think she has to die, because this is a prequel apparently to the other some other games in the Tales series, and if you know anything about them, obviously you're going to know if Velvet dies or not. I think she does. I think personally she's going to can it. It's going to be sad and like super serial and all that, and a bit lame, but yeah, that's how I think it's going to happen. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to. I used to be good at calling stuff. People claimed I used to be good at calling stuff, or at least getting bits right. I could be way off the mark, and I kind of hope I am, really. But the way that things are hinting at the moment, that's kind of what I think. But I do expect, even if that were to come true, partly, or even all of it, I do expect a twist. Like, she does come back, or they get reincarnated or something. Or it's hinted at that they're being reincarnated, or something like that. You know, that would be my sort of guess on how this is going to go. And if it does, it does. I won't be disappointed. If it's like, if I've called it, I'll be like, well, at least then it means that I can still call things. And I'd love to see it to the end. But
Well then,
that's what I'm going to call. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, anyway. Oh, that's the thing! That's the thing! We went to that thing. Right, we've got to find a way to switch that off then. You know, with the thing! With the thing! But yeah, as I was saying, Steam, yes, so Steam's doing bad at the moment. I mean, it's been doing bad for a while, let's be honest here, but everyone's sort of, all developers now, all mainstream developers are now fleeing Steam because they don't want to be attributed or associated with any of these games that are coming out that are just pure trash or offensive. Like, there's a game called, what's it called? AIDS Simulator and Gay something. There's loads of games that basically are homophobic or take the piss out of serious things like AIDS, that sort of thing. And I've just died, I just realised that. Damn, these enemies are quite tough, so even though we've leveled up, we might actually have to grind a little bit. Or I'm just not paying attention. Yay! That's fine. I'm probably not paying attention, that's why. To be fair, they are giving us like 300 experience points, so well,
Your style is really
sometimes they are.
cool.
Oh, Gatling arms.
Just wait until I...
That is a new weapon. Do you need that, Idson, or is your current weapon okay? No, you need a new weapon. Dick the new weapon. Yeah, I still like Steam, and I've been hearing about the arguments of
I'm ready for
people saying, "Oh no, Steam's allowed to publish everything that they want. You know, if they want to allow anything on the system, then that's fine. It's freedom of speech and all that sort of stuff, freedom of expression." And I agree with that, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people hate that sort of thing, but I agree with it because I think you know, freedom of speech and freedom of expression is a double-edged weapon. It's brilliant in that it's free, and it allows theoretically basically an infinite amount of creativity. If you've got freedom of speech, freedom of expression, anything can be created from it. And I do mean anything. I think the only thing that people forget about free speech, including myself sometimes, is that you can't please everyone. If you're going to live in a world of free speech and freedom of expression, you cannot please everyone. You will always offend or insult somebody or a group of people. It is inevitable. You cannot. Oh, you've mastered your way to go. You cannot pretend that you can carry on doing what you're doing. Hang on, I need to sort something out because I think. Can you have the colourful waistcoat? Yes, you can. Okay, I was just doing that. So Idson can learn stuff. You cannot please everyone, and the problem is that people seem to think that you can live in a free world of expression and free speech, but please everyone, and that's just rubbish. And then there are other people who say, "Oh well, you know, it doesn't matter if we can't please everyone or not. We know that we're going to offend people sometimes, but we're also going to make other people happy." You know, it's common sense should dictate whether those people who could be offended should just leave us alone. They should not watch our work or play our work or read our work or whatever or listen to it. They should just go away and do their own thing while we do ours. And you know, that's what common sense is. Common sense dictates that. And I agree. You know, I think with the degree of common sense within society that can be the case. But the problem is with society today, at least in the West, is that I'm not trying to be general here and say everybody's succumbing to this because that's not true. But what doesn't help is the media and the government and celebrities and people who are fighting legitimate causes, and they should carry on doing so because they should do. Because they keep drawing attention to it all, it has created a massive amount of dramatization with a lot of stuff. And the problem with that is that yes, it addresses issues, yes, it brings attention to it, yes, you can stop people from saying things or expressing things in a certain way to stop yourself being offended, be taken seriously, and fight for the cause and justice and freedom and all that stuff. But then some of those, and that's fine, you know, you've got freedom to do that. You know, a free world, a free speech world, free expression world should have the ability to do that. You know, but then the problem is that when people accuse them of that, of censoring as a result, they're trying to clamp down on people's work and all that because they say, "Oh, we find that offensive," and then they say, "Oh, we're here." Oh, okay. They say, that should hopefully stop the other thing. Is my guess? Yes, it does. Okay, that's fine. The problem is those people, some of these groups of people who get upset. When I say some of these groups, I'm talking about any group, you know, I'm not trying to name specific groups' names or anything because there isn't one. It's just, and it's not every group that I'm saying either. When I say groups, I mean groups. I don't mean every single group. You know, they then turn around and say, "Oh, we're not trying to censor. We're just trying to regulate." It's not censoring if if certain things are published. It's called common sense. And you think, well, no, because you're being a bit of a hypocrite there. Because yes, common sense should dictate that they shouldn't publish something like Rape Day on a video game server which is exposed to everyone. Because common sense dictates that's a really stupid thing to do. Because it's a negative thing. It's dangerous. It might give ideas to people or give the wrong impression that raping's okay. That kind of thing. You know, not good. But you are living in a free world. Do you claim that you live in a free world or want a free world, freedom of expression, freedom of love, freedom of this? So therefore these things should exist. If they want to exist, they should be allowed to exist, whether you agree with it or not. And common sense should dictate that you stay away from it. And if anybody you know is playing it or is interested in it, at least educate them of the dangers
You
of it.
really do have a
But then give them the freedom to choose to do so if they want to play it, for example. Not choose to rape or anything, but choose to play that game. Because they're not committing a crime by playing that game. They commit a crime if they do go ahead and do rape, but they're not committing a crime by playing the game, at least not yet. It's up to them, you know, but at the same time you don't have to associate yourself with them. You can just leave them alone and then make sure that if anything does happen that you're well prepared for it. But it's easier said than done, of course, but that's the whole point. It's common sense dictates, okay, this is out there, we don't like it, we'll educate people about it, we'll shout about it, but at the same time we acknowledge that it has a right to exist as we have a right to tell it to bugger off. Gradient doll, ooh, nice. But that's just my opinion, you know. I mean, if I was affected by the trouble with what I'm saying is you know, if you were personally affected by something like rape or what have you, or anything serious that these people fight for, and they see this as an offensive thing, if I was affected by something like that, I would probably think differently. To be fair, I'm not going to turn around and not be a hypocrite on that one. I probably would. The lock of the sacred sealed door is governed by the jewel and white jewels of the 7 chalices. We didn't actually check the door, did we? When the jewels of the chalices shine, the jewels of the door shall shine alike. When the 7 jewels shine in unison, the way to the inner sanctum shall open. Right. Okay, no calls, boss. So yeah, you know, from someone from my position, it's easy to say these things. But for someone who has been affected directly by it, or knows someone who's been affected directly by it, no, it's not. It's not a light issue at all. I'm not making it out to be. But that's the problem with living in a free world. People cannot claim they live in a free world or want a free world or freedom of expression if they will not allow these things to exist, even if they don't agree with it. It's just contradictory. It's hypocritical. And therefore, when people go,
It won't open.
stop, hang on.
Is there some sort of trick to it?
We just read it,
You could
Velvet.
always try busting through it, but I wouldn't.
We
Who
just
knows
read
what
it.
sort of traps you might trigger.
We've read
I
it.
know. Look at that diamond-shaped stone in the door. Haven't we seen that somewhere else?
Probably.
You're right. It was on the pedestal with that chalice.
That huge thing?
Oh,
It
yeah,
must
yeah.
have some sharp
Oh, no,
eyes
we did
there.
with that, didn't we?
I was more interested in what was inside that chalice.
So, what? That chalice is the key?
Somehow I doubt it'll be that simple.
No, we just
Some
read the
stones
thing.
are colored and some aren't. It must hold some kind of significance.
I think you're right.
I think we've got to activate so many of them. I think that's what it is. I think we have to activate. We've got 3 white ones activated. There's 1 more white one to activate, and then I think we've got to, because we've turned the 3 blue ones off. I think we've got to reactivate those somehow. So we've got to I think we have to create a bit of a circuit, so to speak. I think that's what we need to do for the puzzle. But anyway, whatever. We'll sort that out later. But yeah. The problem is when people say, oh, we've got to censor, we've got to regulate things, like Steam should be self-regulating what games are on it, and if they're not going to, then apparently the UK government's looking into it. Trust me, the UK government ain't going to do shit about it at the moment because they've got Brexit to worry about, and the betrayal of democracy, in my own opinion, but anyway, that's mine. As in the betrayal of democracy if Brexit doesn't go ahead, because I voted for Brexit. I want it to happen. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be upset. But at the same time, I'm not going to then, you know, go around and hurt people and tell people off. I'm just going to be grumpy and miserable. But it is what it is. You know, I had my chance to say so. I just won't vote ever again. But that's a different thing. But the point being is go back to what I was saying. The freedom to censor something, to regulate something, people argue is a censorship of free speech and freedom of expression. And to a degree, you're right, it is. To a degree, maybe not directly, but definitely indirectly. The problem is, however, is I've just realised that, well, yes, that's true, and yet people say it's not censoring, it's all about common sense, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, not really, no, because common sense would be you just leave it alone and walk away from it. Don't let it affect you, don't let people bother by it, and just be prepared for the worst in the future, or just carry on with your lives and just know that you're not a person who would engage in that sort of thing and be better off for it. But the fact of the matter is we don't actually live in a free world. We think we do, but we don't. We don't live in a free world of free speech. We don't live in a world of freedom of expression because it's too scary, it's too dangerous, it's a double-edged weapon, as like I said. You can't please everyone, even with the ability to say what you want, do what you want. Freedom of creativity, you just can't have it. It'll cause too much conflict, it will cause too much angst, because we are driven that way, we are designed that way, to be that way, because we see things as a threat. When we see things as a threat, we have to naturally defend ourselves from it. So in a way, even though I don't like regulation and censoring, I believe in common sense. And I do think we're severely lacking common sense. Just look at history. Although history actually also has a severe lack of common sense. Okay, bad example. But point being is I think we had a bit more common sense in the past than we do now. But then again, that's an overgeneralization. In this sort of area of expression and freedom of speech, we are lacking common sense. But in other areas, we've gained more common sense, you know. So yeah, I was being overgeneralized, so I'll take that back. But anyway, in this area, we are lacking common sense, in my opinion, of course. I'm not saying that's correct. I've got no evidence. I'm just saying from my experiences, my view on things we have. We don't actually live in a free world, and therefore censoring and regulating isn't actually crippling free speech or free world or freedom of expression or creativity, because we never had it in the first place. It was never there. It's an illusion. It's already been censored by us, by governments, by policies. It's already censored. We don't live in a free world. We just don't. It's lies. It's all bollocks. It's an illusion. So actually regulation doesn't censor. That's my argument for saying that regulation doesn't censor freedom of art, freedom of expression in video games, because we never had it in the first place. It doesn't exist. Dramatization, lack of common sense, sensitivity has stopped all that. And I think it's always been there. It's just very magnified, and people are more aware and more able to be sensitive about things than they were before, because now issues are being highlighted, ones that have long withstanding and should have been highlighted a long time ago. Others are just coming about because they're new, or people want to grab the limelight. You know, it's a difficult one. And we just don't know who's telling the truth and who's got genuine issues and who hasn't, who's just trying to be meet a sort of like a, oh, I've got an issue, I'm Speckle as well because I'm this and that, and you just think that's a load of bollocks, and then they're like, no, it's not bollocks, you don't understand. It just causes massive headaches. Or whether they are genuinely have something where you think, no, hang on a minute, no, they are this, or they are this, whatever, and they are, it's generally, you know what I mean, like, you know, they have this thing about them, and it's okay, it's normal, they don't make a big deal out of it, they just hope that it doesn't hold them back from doing anything like a normal person has. Oh god, not a Diapho. Bugger. Okay, well, give it a go. Oh, it's just one of those waspy things. Okay, fair enough. We'll fight it anyway and see if we can beat it. But yeah, no, it's one of those ones where, yeah, we're just too sensitive now, and everybody's Speckle, and what was, it's hard to know who's telling the truth and who's got serious issues. It really does. But anyway, again, that's just all my opinion, so, oh god. Oh god. Okay, we are, oh, fuck it up. We actually might die here. What am I doing the thing that I'm doing? Hang on. I think we are going to die. Okay, I'm gonna have to run away. I mean, I could try and avoid and try and do some items, but actually no, sorry, I think I will. Hold on. No, I think we will. We're gonna fight back. I died straight away. God damn it. Okay, this Diapho is really kicking my ass. Damn it. Yeah, please do that. That would be a great plan. There we go. Ah, he's down. Come on, use your thing. Use your thing. Why won't you use your thing? Oh, I haven't got any things left. Oh, bugger and Norris. I thought I was trying to use my Mystic Art, but I actually don't have any. I don't have a ting with a ting. This guy is quite tough. I mean, they do get tougher as you fight them, but okay, right. Let's use a peach gel on you. I need to stop talking about controversial things. I need to pay attention to the game. My spinning needle bad. Well, let me recharge my item thing. Quick. A bit peach gel on girly there. I think we can beat him. We just got to be a bit smarter about it. So once we stun him, he's pretty much screwed. I think we just got caught a bit off guard on this. That's all. Yeah, we should be alright. I hate. Avoid enemies like the plague. Oh god, Roku's down. Okay, this is a hard one. It's nice to have a challenge though, don't get me wrong, but this is actually quite bad. Guys, you really need to pick up the pace a little bit here because I can't get hurt. Okay, Peach, I'm running out of health as well. Here's a Peach gel. Oh god, it's dropping boulders. Why would you do that? Just stop flying up in the air! It keeps dropping these boulders and it keeps knocking people out. That's just very mean, that is. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's fine. It's just like, why are you just like air striking away? Oh, come on, come on! Ugh. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't think I can beat this dude. Stop raining rock! I know what I could do. I could be changing strategies here, but I have no idea how to do that. Nope, that's not working. Hey, how do I change? Okay, just paralyze. Got it, Mystic Arm, finally. Okay, not much damage, but it'll do. Stun him. Just go for it. Go for it. Yeah, we got him. He's going down. Yes! Oh, recovery. Oh, I think the reason why that was harder was because I just realised that was a dangerous encounter, and I think that dangerous encounter difficulty carries over to the Diopho. So that's the first time I've killed a Diopho. No, I don't think it's the first time. It's the first time I've captured that I've killed a Diopho after a dangerous encounter. No wonder why I thought that was a lot harder. But hey, we leveled up though, so it's all good. And she's got poison ward sorted. Okay, right. All good things. You might as well get shock ward on. You're doing the fatigue ward. You've got the flame ward. Can you do poison ward? No, you need the fatigue ward, which your other person's doing. Fatigue ward, shock ward. You've got the slow ward. You're doing the shock. Okay, so you might as well keep the poison ward on then for now. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else was there. No. Right, I am going to do a quick save on that one because that was pretty bad. Oh, of course, expedition. But yeah, like I said, it's just my opinion. At the end of the day, what will be will be.
What a treasure!
And we'll get a snow globe of growth to make ourselves feel better. That's what we should be aiming for. Growth. Mindset growth, economic growth, growth in evolution of thinking, growth of love, growth of tolerance, growth of people who are not assholes like me, a Rambler. That's what we need in this world. That's what we need. And we got the Mistress scolding. See, even Velvet's scolding me for being an asshole. I understand. I take it. Yeah, we'll explore that again. Let's look at the treasure then. And let's have a look at this snow globe. So we've got 2 snow globes now.
There are lilies blooming inside.
It is. They say this lily blooms as its owner grows. What a splendid item this is. As its owner grows? Like by getting stronger? Yes, strength is an easy bit of growth to measure, isn't it? That means if you keep once you have washboard abs and once you have washboard abs and bulging biceps, we'll have a gorgeous lily to admire as well. Big bulging muscles and a flower? I'm not sure those go well together. Physical strength isn't the only form of growth, you know. For example, you might enter a rebellious phase where you snap at any little thing. Velvet might say like, shut up you hag. From a certain perspective, that's a perfectly fine form of growth. And that would make this flower bloom? I think that sounds even worse. Yeah, but whatever. The point being is it's a nice snow globe.
Reminds me of the Scarlet Night.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Okay, it's not really the snow globe like the other thing is, but yeah, it is what it is. Right. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop talking about controversial stuff. And like I said, it's just my opinion, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take it. That's just how I see the world as. If regulation comes, it comes, and if Steam is demised, Steam is demised. I hope not, because I like Steam. Not just because it has everything it wants, but it's just a really convenient way to play PC games. It's not the only way, of course, and it does have its problems, but it's so much more convenient than the Epic Game Store. And I don't really want to have the problem with. I know Steam's been not really had any serious competition for over a decade now, and I understand that having some competition is good for Steam because it means that it can start competing and shaping up a little bit, and that's fine. The only problem is it's getting to a point now whereby, yes, Epic Games Store even is like its main competitor, but Bethesda's trying to create its own game launcher. I think EA has its own game launcher. Ubisoft has its own game launcher. I'm sure Activision Blizzard will have one coming up if it doesn't already. That's wickedly cool. What happens when we do that? I don't know. And the problem I have is that you have all these game launchers on your PC. It's going to bloat the hardware like no tomorrow. With all the software that you're going to have on. That's really cool, by the way. With all the software you've got to have on your computer to run all these games and stuff, your computer's going to be chugged.
A water bridge.
I know. So cool. It's just going to chug everything, and it'll. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's it. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's grand and all, but I can't. Oh. Okay. Right. That is interesting. I can't get past the water. Right. Okay. So how's this gonna work then? Because that's a bridge. Oh, it's still there. Is it still there? It is. What the fuck? Okay, whatever's. It's a fantasy game. I'm not gonna question it. It's fantasy. Fantasy's a good thing. I'm just gonna say, okay, that works. Yeah. So water bridge is what I'm gonna end up all that conversation I was talking about earlier. Water bridge. There you go. Water bridge stops everything and gets your head scratching and distracts you from the major issues in life. So yeah. What else is going on in the game industry then? Not much else, I don't think, at the moment. Nothing that I really want to talk about, so I won't. Oh, no, I talked about Devil May Cry last time, didn't I? Devil May Cry 5. I really want to play that. I'm looking forward to playing that one day. Oh yeah, there is something to talk about. Nintendo have created, or they are going to release, a virtual reality kit for the Switch.
I'm not
Yes,
going to go easy.
but it's going to be a Labo kit, which I think's great. I think it's perfectly fine. So it's not really proper virtual reality, but you will have software with the Labo kit that basically allows you to simulate virtual reality, and you'll have specific games tailored to it. But that's it. It won't be anything on the level of the PSVR or HTC Vive or the Oculus Rift and all that. It just won't. But it's cool that you'll have like a gimmicky VR headset, and I like the fact it's made out of cardboard and it's got like a lens thing with it and all that. I really like that. That's really cool. But it's going to be really impractical and stupid, and the cardboard will have to be a bit thicker than the cardboard released with the other Labo kits. Otherwise, it's just going to be so fragile. But yeah, I kind of like what they're doing with it. It's the best way to do it, really. They can't really do full on VR with it because the Switch is just not powerful enough. Not powerful enough at all. But yeah, so yeah, they're doing that. There's an ancient. Oh, right. Well, oh. Right. So we've got to come down here. We need to insert something in that. Right, so that water bridge seems to be staying where it is. That's fine. But we need to insert a thing in the thing. So where are we going to get said thing? Where are we going to get said thing? I think... Are we... Oh yeah, where are we going to get said thing? Because the only other thing that I can think of that we can grab it from... Yeah, the only thing I can think of is we have to go back through there to grab the jewel that we had before. But that isn't going to allow us to get anywhere, is it? But there is a teleportation thing to get around. Humperdink. See, I've been talking about controversial things and not really been paying attention to what I need to be doing. Right, let's see what this says. The lock of the sacred seal door is governed by the blue and white jewels and the 7 chalices. When the chalices shine, the jewels of the door should shine alike. When the 7 jewels shine in unison, yeah, so basically we have to light them all up. Okay, that makes sense. But there's only one jewel we were able to pick up and put around, and that's in the other room. But if we pick that up, then that's going to cause issues. Engelberg Humperdinck. I might have to go off screen and figure this out because I think it's just going to be boring me going back and forth trying to work this out. So I think we're going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to go off screen and just try and figure out what it is we need to do next. I think I've got a vague idea, but my head's a bit wishy-washy because of all the talking of heavy stuff and all that, and me being slandered later in the comments section about my terrible opinions and how I'm an evil person. So while you're doing that then, retrospectively or currently, I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to solve this thing. And I think I know what I've got to do, but I need to concentrate on it. So I should be back in a mo, and hopefully with a solution. So yeah, back in a bit. Okay, sorry for the awkward camera angle, but we are back. So basically I've been walking around like a bit of a derp, trying to work out what things want. We are missing a grey jewel. And I was like, where the fuck's the grey jewel? I have also worked out what we need to do once we've got the grey jewel. There are things to do. But basically, when we got up here, I completely missed this bit with the broken wall. Because I was a bit derp, you see. So yeah, but that's because I was talking heavy deep shit, you know? Heavy deep shit needs to be talked about. And as a result, we got a Void Norman hat for Eitzen. And a suit. So that helps. Right, anyway, we got the jewel, got the thing, grand. Now, what we need to do is we need to put the jewel in there, we need to activate it. Now, essentially, the ones with the white jewels, like this one, the chalice needs to be off. And it has done what I thought it was going to do. Fantastic. So, the rest of it now is pretty straightforward. So, in order to open the door, the chalices that have a water droplet need to be on. The chalices that don't have a water droplet, i.e. the white diamond, they need to be off. Now, basically, what we've got to do now is we've actually now got to go back on ourselves here a little bit. Because we need to do a loop-de-loop. Now that we've done that, and it has turned off a waterfall, a very specific one that I needed to turn off, what we need to do now is we need to go back into the big room that we were in previous. Not this big room, next big room. And we need to basically go all the way back on ourselves, but we need to make sure that we close off access to this bit here with the main chalice in this room. So we need to switch this. We need to switch this on, basically. Now you may think, well, how do we get back to there then? Well, now that we've activated that white jewel, there's a waterfall that was specifically closed off. We went to that waterfall before from the other side in the last video. I was like, oh, there's a place we can go, but it's blocked by a waterfall. How do we turn off waterfall? Well, that's the waterfall we've now just turned off. And that's where we're going to go. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, that's probably because you're normal and I'm not making any sense. It's not your understanding abilities. But we are now going to go back on ourselves here. They're good little people. And we're going to go back into that second area with the alternative route. So what we do is we take this warp point we activated a while ago in the last video. Whoopity whoopity boo. And now... ta-da! We were here before, but the waterfall's gone. Yay! So now all we have to do is go and activate the chalice up here that blocked off the water bridge. And I think we've got everything turned on. Then we can go through the inner sanctum. So it didn't take that long to work out. Probably took about 15 minutes my end. I was being derp. I figured out exactly what we had to do with this because I could have got that white jewel and then be like, what have I got to do? But I have worked that out now. So luckily, in a way, me going off screen has just saved us a bit of time. And I do need to save us a bit of time because I am once again on a time limit. Yes, I know, we've sense of evil, blah blah blah. But the point being is now we have managed to now, hopefully, with that box of text that I did not read, now activated the inner sanctum, which would be a good thing. Or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. But we've done it. So, if we have a look at our door, yep, it's all lit up, lovely jubbly. Let's just avoid Mr. Lizardy Man here. Go away, Lizardy Man, I have things to do. Save the game once again, so we've got that saved and done. And then we'll just avoid Lizardy Man here. We can go through the inner sanctum now. Yay! And of course, this will be no problem whatsoever. Woo! Of course, we shall fight no evils, except we
I feel
will.
the power coming from further inside.
How very intriguing.
That's a terrible pun. Then again, no worse than what I can come up with. But yeah, so that's cool. So yes, let's do some story and stop talking deep shit and other crap. I'm not really qualified to do so. Actually, no, I am in a way. Not to toot my own horn, but I do have a degree in physics, which is the study of everything. So therefore, if people go, "Oh, you're not qualified to talk about these issues," I have a degree in everything. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. Sounds a bit arseholey, I will admit, in that sort of logic, but it is true. I have a degree in natural science. Natural science means I can, well, physics basically, and it analyzes everything. I am qualified to analyze everything. That's what I do. Ooh, a tree demon in very low frame rate resolution, and I think it's got something in it, and that's actually quite creepy. Oh, it's the kid, I guess. I think this is the daughter, isn't it? The daughter's turned into tree demon. Yep, that's not creepy at all. Thank you for the Nightmare Fuel game. That's very Nightmare Fuel-y. That's super Nightmare Fuel-y. But I guess I taught heavy shit, so I haven't really got any grounds to complain.
There you are.
I think you know what we have to do. I think this is going to be quite tough. Glad I saved it. Oh! Oh, magic thing.
That barrier again.
So this is one of the Therions
Looks like
then.
we were right. Another Therion.
Right, that's the daughter.
Just as Velvet conjectured, each of the 7 heads seems to assume a different form.
Yeah, but that means Velvet's one of them as well. But we'll get to that later. Oh. It's definitely the daughter, we know.
Sensation. It was here.
Yeah, it's the daughter. We know, game.
Oh, look at that. I guess your hunch panned out too, kiddo. This is just how I felt in Ward Forest. That must have been an Earth Pulse point back there.
Oh,
too.
yes, sorry, you're referring to that thing. Okay, my bad.
Well, what are we going to do with this one? Can we get it to shrink like that bug of yours?
Oh yeah, there is that, possibly.
I don't care whether it lives or dies.
And there's that as well.
As long as we defeat it and take out one of Inominat's heads, that's all that matters.
She just looks so badass with those aviators on, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a shame when you die, Velvet, if you do, but I've got a hunch you will. I mean, you already have technically died and then been reincarnated as a Therion, so kind of makes sense that you'll be put to rest.
Try not to let it eat you.
That'd be very uncomfortable.
Something like that. Yeah, puns. We've got lots of puns here today, children. Yeah, I'm just going for it. Boop. Just go, 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 go. It says ineffective, but ineffective might... Actually, it does say ineffective, which is not good. Didn't like that, though. Our moves aren't doing shit. That's probably because Velvet's move setup that I've got with her at the moment is not going to be very good against it, but that's fine. I have also got very little healing items. I have just realised that. Ow, owie, 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 owie. So, yeah, this could be... I don't think we're going to be in that much trouble, but considering that Diapho we thought was really tough, I'm not saying that the bosses will be that tough, because the Diaphos are kind of optional, but... me's gut feeling that this could get... Stop doing the... Oi! That is stunning! That's cheating! I hate it when they do that. I mean, to be fair, I do it as well, so... Yeah, it's definitely ineffective. Our moves are very ineffective at the moment. Then when he's down... Yeah, some of our moves are effective, some of them aren't, and I think it's to do with our type of moves, and I really should be paying more attention to detail with the move setup for Velvet. I can't be asked, I'm just going to tank... it's not tank it anymore, is it? Because tank it means that you're just going to take hits. What is it? I'm just going to brute force it. Yeah, that'll do. Guns blazing, that kind of thing. Swords wielding, guns blazing. Brute force, I think, is the right term. Or brute it, or whatever. But at the moment, he's not really been that problematic. The only difficulty is that he's just not doing very much damage to it, that's all. But it is a boss type thing. It is one of the heads, theoretically. So we've just got to... Yep. Boop. I wonder what he thinks of that when that happens. It's just this big, giant, multicoloured thing. Just comes out of nowhere and smacks him on the head. I wonder how that makes it feel. Like I said, it's got to be the daughter. I'm sure this is the daughter. Because that creepy person in it is so creepy. I'm only doing 1 damage. Ow! Oh, I got really hurt there. Oh, I did a soul burst thing. I don't know what that meant, but I'm going to Mystic Art it because I can only Mystic Art it for a bit of damage. Yeah, like I said, we are in a bit of trouble because, again, item-wise, we've got apple gels and life bottles, but it's not fantastic, I've got to be honest. We have almost got it beat, though. It's just, like I said, it's a bit of an artificial grind, but then again, that's because the moves I've given Velvet aren't really good against it. Again, if I'd have thought ahead. But we are... it's severe damage is being dealt to him, and that's the thing. So as long as damage is being dealt, we're fine. And he's nearly gone now, or she's nearly gone. I was going to say she, actually, sorry. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We beat it. Okay, fair enough. Whew. Yeah, sorry, girl. I think it's still standing though.
I don't think this Therian's getting any smaller.
No, do we have to burn it? 'Cause it's a tree. Ooh. E.T. time, I guess. Go on, Velvet. Oh, it's the mum! Yeah, because it's the daughter. We know it's the daughter. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be a tag team. Oh, I have to do a tag team fight. We're so screwed. Yeah, I know it's the mom and the daughter. I know. It's not hard. I don't know why the game's stretching it out. It's like, it is bloody obvious. This is just Eleanor's Is this just Eleanor's dramatic moments, is it? Ooh. Oh, you're nice, Eleanor. You just killed the mom. Oh, Eleanor, you fucked up, girl. Oh dear. Such a horrible, grim end to this. But at least they're at peace, I suppose. Oh, it can eat it, can't it? Nommy nommy nom. It did. That's lovely. A daughter eating its mother.
Is that Therian eating the demon?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Eating the mom. Oh. Yeah, we know. Yeah, if you just take...
Berseria, it ate her. Malevolence must refer to demons then.
Maybe, but the point being is we know what the... Oh God, how is this not a surprise?
Feeding on demons. I know what that's like.
Well, feed on a Therion and see what that's like. Extra saucy. What's happening to it? Oh! Oh!
Mommy.
Didn't expect that.
Look, it turned into a little girl.
Yes, the daughter. God.
Kamoana?
Yes! God.
Mommy, why? Why did you leave me all alone?
Well, not anymore.
Did I do something wrong? Was I too weak? I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sure she forgives you.
This can't
In fact, she said sorry to you as well. So
I
yeah.
tried so hard to be strong for you, Mommy. The man from the Abbey made me strong.
Is that Artorias? Or one of his subordinates? Oh dear.
So please, Mommy. Please come back.
No, you ate her, girl.
The Abbey made her strong?
I'm sorry.
Turn her into a Therian? Jeez, those happy jokers really get off on this sacrifice stuff, don't they?
We saw the priest guy make demons.
Believe it. That woman, she was trying to save her own daughter.
Can I please slap you? This is so obvious.
Mommy. Mommy. I miss you. Mommy.
Don't get me wrong, this is sad, but it's not hard to work this out, if that makes sense.
Unable to save her daughter, all she could do was offer herself to feed her hungry child.
That's a hell of a parent, I'm not going to lie. That is a damn fine parent. I mean, obviously, hopefully it never resorts to that, but even if it had to resort to that, That's a damn fine parent. That's a
should
brave
we bring
parent.
her with us?
No, I think we should kill her. Put her out of misery. Oh,
Someone like her will only slow us down.
well, Velvet, you know what you got to do, girl.
That carrion isn't going anywhere.
Oh, god damn it. Not you. Oh, can we eat you?
Oscar! What is the Abbey doing? Please tell me, I have to know!
Eleanor, the less you know, the better.
I must know! I killed her mother, and then the poor girl, she...
Eleanor, you're so naive. I really mean it.
Ah, so she must have devoured the demon. But don't let that trouble you.
It's troubling, alright, bro. Especially that you turned her into the
demon was a
Therion,
necessary
supposedly.
sacrifice to bring an end to this world's pain and suffering.
That
But
wasn't just some demon!
Ah,
She
but
was a mother!
you said it. All demons were the same, though. So boo to you, Eleanor. I've lost sympathy for you now. You said all demons were the
Her
same.
one and only mother!
Yeah, well, lame character development here. Boo to
Be
you.
that as it may, those who possess strong wings must.
Yeah, good man, Velvet. Good girl, Velvet. Even good manly thing to deal with. Yeah, good manly way to deal with
It's
it.
not nice to make a girl cry.
Damn straight, girl. Damn straight. Yeah, well, it's a bit late now. I've eaten your mummy. Would you like us to eat you? We can facilitate that.
It's now or never.
Oh, she is going to eat her. Ooh,
Out of the way, Laphicet.
oh dear.
Wait! Have you no compassion?
Okay, this is going to be tense. Oh, she has.
This isn't up for discussion.
No, come on, Velvet. Just do your
I
deed.
thought you just wanted to weaken Innominat! You can sever the link! You don't have to kill her! Velvet!
Oh, don't tell me she stopped. Oh, she hasn't stopped. No, she is eating it. Nommy, nommy, nom. Or did she? I'm confused. Did she try to? What? 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 Did you show compassion?
Oh, someone's had a change of heart. Apparently, a woman's tears truly do have frightening power.
No, I think something else was at play there.
I'm just curious about something Grimoire said. I can always kill this one later.
If we're taking her with us, we'd better grab her and go. No sense lingering in the enemy's territory.
Maybe Velvet's been smart about this.
Hey, Kamawana. My name's Laphicet. Do you want to come with me and my friends and get out of here?
No! Your friend just...
Mommy, I'll be lonely without her.
You ate your mummy, and then we were going to eat you. Oh
No.
my
I
god!
promise. Even if she's far away, your mother will always be looking over you.
I just quoted Troll
How
2,
do
or
you-
paraphrased it. Damn, I never thought Troll 2 would actually give me something to paraphrase.
Because that's what my mother does for me, too.
Yeah, I killed my mum, thinking she was... my mum was a demon, man. I fucked up. I fucked up twice, basically. Killed my mum's a
Let's go,
demon.
Kamawana.
I killed your mum as a demon.
Okay.
And then you ate your mum, and, you know... Damn. But yeah, she hesitated, and that's interesting. So I wonder if Velvet's caught onto something. Maybe that's the twist. Maybe she's wondering, hang on, I must be part of this. And me eating the Therians, I will eat some of the other ones, obviously she's probably going to. But I wonder if she's thinking to herself, because she said it's something that Grimoire said, I can kill her later. And she can always eat this one and not a problem. But she's obviously thinking of something. She's obviously thinking, hang on, no, maybe I shouldn't kill her yet. There's something else going on here. Especially, maybe, the fact that Artorias, well, it's hinted at, either Artorias or one of his subordinates, but I'm going to say Artorias indirectly, is making these Therions. Maybe he actually purposely made Velvet a Therion by getting Laphicet, by sacrificing Laphicet, and she going after him, as she would, and then in that scene at the beginning where he cuts her arm off, he knew that was going to happen, and he made a Therion out of her, or he didn't know that was going to happen, and then when it did happen, he got the idea then to say, right, well, all I have to do then is replicate what I did with Velvet and Laphicet, and make Therians that way. That will create the 7 or 8 heads for the dragon and Nomiat, and then I can control a Nomiat through that. Maybe that's what it is. So I'm not. What I'm saying is that I think either Artorias deliberately made Velvet a Therion to test something, or he did it accidentally and then realised what he could do, and now he's doing it to others, and that's why she's hesitating to kill it, because she thinks she might be playing into Artorias' hands, possibly. And therefore that's the twist. The twist is that if Velvet keeps doing what she's doing, I thought that the Therians would just team up and create the 7 Dragon Head or whatever, but it may very well be that by eating the Therions, or draining the Therions' power at the very least, that Velvet will turn into the 7-headed dragon, because she'll consume all the other ones, and then she'll think she's defeated or stopped Nomiat from coming to power, but actually Artorias will say, no! You've done exactly what I've asked you to do. And then she will become the dragon, and then we have to fight her, and then somehow she'll either rein it in and kill Artorias and move on, or she will succumb to it, but she will do something that stops it all anyway, sees Laphicet in the afterlife, and then that's the end. And then this Laphicet will stay with Eleanor and all that sort of stuff. That's my that's where I think it's going to happen, in that sort of way. So it's kind of it's kind of building up from what I've told before. Unlocks the chain battle grade bonus. Possessing the Marathoner's Ventite will increase grade earned if another battle is fought within a certain time after winning the battle. This affects stacks allowing up to double the normal amount of grade, or reset if any character's KO'd. You flee from battle, you save the game. Okay, that's useful for grinding purposes. But yeah, that's my guess, is that's where it's going to head. But I think Velvet's cottoning on that she's like, hang on, something about the Grimoire. Either she's thinking she's one of them and she's realising she's one of them, one of the potential heads, or maybe she's thinking, hang on, because she's smart, Velvet, that if I carry on eating and devouring them, I'm actually playing into Artorias' hands. We'll see. I'd like to see it, because I'm going to give Velvet credit. She knows. Okay, so what did she say? It would be so easy to Velvet. I know Eleanor's having a hard time as it is. I won't do anything that might push her over the edge. Right, so he was going to kill him, but she's not going to save. New area discovered. Lovely. Nope. Let's go to the Kresnik Island then.
Scout ship.
Lovely. Yeah, she obviously, Eleanor, because Eleanor's important in that she's she's the vessel, or holding the vessel for Laphicet. And so therefore, we've got to keep her in good spirits. And her naivety. I was complaining about her naivety and her stupidness in the scene. But I know I was being a bit harsh, because she's completely devoted to, or she was devoted to the Abbey. So to her, maybe it's kind of like a blind thing, whereby she's obviously had suspicions of it. She said, I want to find the truth. She said so before, that although I'm still loyal to the Abbey, I admit there's something going down. And I want to know what's...
Not good. The malevolence is getting stronger.
Oh my, the effects are already starting to show.
Right, okay, we better get out of here then. It's she's obviously now realising that the Abbey's bad, so that'd be intriguing then. Like, she'll confess her plans to Velvet and the others, saying, yeah, I was actually working for Artorias. But I think Velvet and Idson already know that, so I think Eleanor will change sides properly. I'm not fighting these dudes, we're just going to get out of here. I get out of here, guys, because shit's going to go down. Just saying. But yeah, no, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm intrigued. The story's been really interesting so far. Oh, shit's going down. Right. Does that mean? Oh dear. I think what's going to happen. Is there's going to be Demon Blight, isn't there? Oh dear. Oh dear. The or not. We'll just leave and piss off, I guess. Oh well, sucks to be it. Wish there was a bit of a shortcut, but I guess not, because this game loves backtracking, so we will backtrack to this funky holiday sort of a lingo, slightly Hawaiian or whatever. Tropical by its name, and theme would be real. Evil is behind us, but we say, fuck it, let's go now back to the beach and have a good time. A good time indeed. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, this is new stuff. Oh, damn it, I thought this was gonna... Oh, well... Oh, no, we're fine. No, we are fine. We can get out. It's cut our journey back. I thought we were stuck on a dead end, but we're not. Dead end even, sorry. But yeah, I think shit is about to go down, because it's not sunny anymore. Oh well. Oh yeah, no, yeah, shit's going down. Okay. Well, I'm afraid we can't really engage in that tonight, because I'm going to have to sign off for now. Not to leave it on a cliffhanger on purpose, I'm just against time. I'd love to see what the cliffhanger is, but we're going to have to leave that for next time. But yeah, shit is going down. Hopefully Velvet is cottoning onto something that she can reverse things. I doubt it though. It may be that what she's cottoning onto is not going to work. Who knows? But the point being is yeah, we are in some serious doobity-doo-dah trouble. So cool, right, can we save beforehand? That's what I want to know. I'll do a quick save here, because if we can't save, then I shall have to pause the game and quit it, but I think we can. Yeah, we can. Cool. Alright, so we'll save it properly then. So next time then, I'm going to assume we're going to go to the village, and shit's going to go down, and everyone's going to get turned into demons, and it's going to be nasty, and yeah, it's just going to go wrong, isn't it? But hey ho, it is what it is. We'll deal with the fallout. So can I say thank you very much for watching this. If you have done, the story is starting to get very deep and very nasty. That was a pretty intense scene, by the way, with the child and the mother demon and all that. And yeah, I think I might have called where this game's going. In which case, if I have, don't let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comments. If you do, fair enough. But I don't think you will. I don't think anybody's watching anyway, apart from Dark Lord Kaiser. But that's absolutely fine. Point being is we'll find out. So until then, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're well, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.